Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's Grumpy Vlogger Live.
And welcome to another fun-filled week of Grumpy Vlogger Live. Sorry I wasn't here last week. Had some things come up, and just Judy wasn't feeling good. Anyways, long story. But yeah, I got some things to talk about tonight. I actually have something just been babbling, but let's go ahead and bring in my co-host, the one with the most jokes. They're not always good, but they are the jokes with the. He's the joker with the mostest. Anyways, here is none other than Art Carlson. Yeah, that shows how low class my show is. You have to bring your own applause now. You know, that's just yeah. How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing pretty good. Long day at work.
Long day at work.
And I have some bad drone news.
Oh?
I crashed my Avata and it broke.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I figured out what the problem was. I needed to update the app on my phone. So I did that, and I finally got the remote controller 2 to work. And I was playing around with it in my apartment, and it crashed into my backpack, and the prop grabbed and it broke the prop, and it yanked the motor right over and broke it. So I made a call to DJI, and they're sending me a new one. So replacement drone. So I'm going to be sending the old drone back.
Yeah. Well, at least you're getting a replacement one, so that's good. So, hey, let's bring in none other than the Thunder from Down Under, Mr. Dominic. Welcome to the show.
Good evening, good morning, and probably good afternoon to everybody else. Oh yeah.
And we have one more person here. He is the Happy Canuck. Let's just bring him on, Mr. Jim Beauchart.
Hello, fellas.
Hello.
Hey.
So let me get
How you
this
doing,
straight.
Jim?
Good. Just hearing Art's story. You get a new drone because you screwed up, and I got to pay $140 because their propeller exploded on mine.
Well, because I paid for the Care Refresh.
Wow.
See?
Yeah.
That worked?
Yeah. I guess, if you can get by with it, it's a living.
And I guess that costs more than the $140. So.
Yeah.
Well, initially, but once they get the original drone back, then they reverse the charge of the $300 and something down.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's just, I don't know.
Yeah. Well, let's say something like that. Let's say hello to everybody in the, we got Grant, Mr. Stay Drunk. We got Jody, USA Drone Flyer Captain Joe America, Mr. Skyfly, Jaybird, Trevor from Down Under. Let's see who else. AZ Drone Dudes. Drone Dude. What did I say? Dudes? Really?
Yeah. That would be David.
David, yes, thank you. And Mark R. White. That would be Mark.
That'd be Mark.
Yeah, thank you.
X-Wing. Hello, James.
And we got Lake Pilot.
That would be
Jack, okay. And we got a droning with Jamie.
That would be Jamie.
And Jamie. And he should be blue now, too.
Okay, that's good. And look who popped in. It's Steve Carpenter.
Oh, hello, Steve.
Hi, Steve.
Let's see who else we got. Northside Hawk, Grant, Mr. Catskills, Brad. Hello, Brad.
Yep.
Oh, X-Wing. Yep.
James.
And have I missed anybody? The X-Wing, Mark Sullivan. Yeah, just popped in.
Mark Sullivan.
And Johnny,
the other Mark.
Yeah, the other
Johnny
Mark.
D.
And Johnny D. That would be Johnny.
That'd be Johnny.
Glad I got you guys to keep me straightened out. I get so confused with names.
hmm
Oh, Steve Carpenter. There he is. Yeah, I just saw his.
Steve.
Yeah, that'd be
My-
Steve.
That'd be Steve. Yeah.
Mhm.
He's my big brother.
And Jay
So.
Burr's Joey.
Joe. Yeah, I know. I know. I know.
Yeah.
I actually, what I've done, and whenever I get into somebody showing somebody, I know their channel name, but I can't. I have. Hell.
You
Okay.
got that spreadsheet going?
Yeah, I do. I actually have a.
Hello, Charles.
Yay.
I have it on my phone, so I usually bring it up when I'm doing a show, and that way I can look down and say, "Hey, look there, I know who that is." Because I'm at that age now. I'm lucky if I remember what I had for supper, let alone somebody, you know. And there's Charles Galuski. Oh, Charles.
Charles.
That'd be Charles.
So, yeah, that'd be Charles. So,
Or Chuck or Chaz.
Yeah.
or Chaz, yeah. So, anyways, I was I got a new 3D printer, and I am very happy with it.
Good to hear.
My son 3D printed this for me. This is part of it. This is the the bottom of the head for the dummy, and it rests in the body.
Mhm.
And I've been trying to build a control stick, and finally I found one that one of the guys who builds dummies, he put one up there. And he's the one who actually made the whole head for my Justin dummy. But so my new 3D printer, this is like the second print. That's the third print I did, and it really and I did it in silk, so because that's what I had in white, but it really did a good job. Not only that, I just printed it straight up. I didn't use any supports or anything. I just, because if you know anything or hear anything talk about 3D printers, people are always griping about it doesn't stick to the bed. Well, this one is I had a couple failures yesterday, but that's because of something I set up wrong. But I fixed that, but I took it back where it was. But it took me 20 minutes to put this thing together, about 10 minutes to do the update, and about another 3 minutes to have it. It has complete automatic auto bed leveling, and
hmm
and then after that, I made my first print, and the first print was a very intricate piece. It was a test thing, but the printer I got is it's called the Anchor Make M5. Anchor, if you guys have chargers for your phones, the high, like a 65-watt charger so you can fast charge and stuff. Well, they make all sorts of accessories. They're one of the best. They make cables, some of the best cables you can get for your phones and your other accessories. Well, sometime last year, they started this crowdfunding. I mean, they have the money. They're one of the biggest conglomerates. They're like the second largest company in electronics and stuff, but they decided to use crowdfunding, and so they did. Well, it sold, and they shipped them out, and everything was good. It's one of the fastest printers out there. It does 500 millimeters a second. No, not second. Minute. 500 millimeters a minute. Something like that. Anyways, it's way faster than what I need it to do. So, and
Cool.
it's very user friendly. So I've done a couple things, and also, working on the eyeballs that I'm getting ready to install. But this I ordered from one of the companies. This is the body of my dummy. This he'll have padded wrapping around him, padded up here. I'll
Hey,
put
John.
felt in here.
That's
And then-
bigger than art.
Yeah, it is.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then this part here will sit in this notch right there, and it will have, of course, felt in it, and that's what the head stock rests on. Of course, the head stock, is like that.
Wow. So
So
that's a dummy extender, not an ender extender.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, thank you, Unlimited Vertigo. 500 millimeters a second. I couldn't remember. I thought that didn't
He's looking a
sound.
little grey.
Yes, he is. I just noticed that too. But let me do this. Right. I got that. Save it.
Oh, and this show is simulcast on Artco Drone Solution.
Yeah.
Yes.
And Northside.
We're,
Yeah,
we're
I
all
have-
famous. We're all famous
Yeah.
about simulcasting this one.
Yeah, recovery one drone. He says, "Did I say yes? I have a new body for Art. This is what we're going to put around him. So he'll
Yeah.
sit a little
Oh,
taller
great.
now. You know, he'll sit a little taller. But anyways,
That would
just
be
came in-
Dre.
Yeah.
Yes, I know that's Dre.
Right.
But anyways, I'm excited because this is a 3D printer I can actually use. My last one that I bought 3 years ago, I went the cheap route, got the generic knockoff of an Ender 3 whatever,
Right.
and it didn't work half that. It was supposed to be an upgrade and have all this stuff. 'Cause, you know, you can buy a cheap printer, an Ender 3, a basic printer for a couple $100. Then you spend all the money adding all the features and the upgrades and this and that and the double, you know, the double Z axis, which is the rods that go up and down. You know, it's called the Z axis. The one I had was a single. It just had one Z axis or screw that makes the motor go up and down. This one has two of them. And, you know, 107 drones. Yes. And you can spend a small fortune upgrading, and in the end, you end up spending as much as if you would buy. Well, when Ken Dono did the review, I saw it on Facebook first, and so I wrote him. I said, I'm an old fart. I don't want to get into all the rebuilding and building and stuff, you know. That's why I fly DJI, because an Avata rather than building my own FPV. That's why I had Rotor Riot build my 5-inch for me, because I didn't want to do it, you know. And he said, yeah, it's very user-friendly, you know. So I thought, okay. Well, it went on sale over Father's Day weekend. And I got it for under $400. It normally sells for $700, but now it was on sale. I had some benefit coupons there. I had two, I paid one of my bills on time regularly, and I ended up with a bunch of gift cards for $25 gift cards from Best Buy. So it's like, okay, there we go. So that's what I did.
Cool.
And I'm happy
Sounds
with
like
it.
a deal.
Huh?
Sound like a good deal. 400 usually.
It-
$7?
Yeah, it normally sells it sells for anywhere from, you can usually find them for about $6.99, $6.50, you know. It's $8.99 Canuck bucks on Amazon. 400 in the US sounds like quite a deal. It was a good deal. That's what my cost was. Now I used up all my extra, you know. Of course, the good thing is I buy it on Amazon, then I turn around and get part of that money back to use on something else. So
Yeah.
I've never quite figured out how they do how they make money that way, but you know,
It is what it is.
Mm-hmm. So anyway, so what's been going on exciting in you guys' life?
Nothing really. Just the weather. It's still started winter. So, but the only positive thing about that is the days are getting longer here. So happy with that.
Yeah, I'm ready for them to start getting shorter. We're hitting, well, today it was like 93 degrees Fahrenheit, and hey, Johnny Drone Flyer,
Hey,
welcome.
Johnny Drone
And,
Flyer. That'd be Johnny.
Be Johnny.
That'd be Johnny, yeah. And let's see, what was the humidity today?
Maddie?
Maddie's drone world.
Well,
Oh,
it's
Matt.
actually
Hey,
down
Maddie.
today.
That'd be Matt.
That'd be Matt, yeah. The humidity's actually down today. We're down to 43% humidity
Oh,
today, so
nice.
Boy.
it's almost dry outside.
Yeah, I'm probably half of that.
Yeah.
We had thunderstorms all night, and it took a little while for the morning for it to stop, but it ended up being a little sunny, but pretty warm.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
been warm. Upper 80s here today. Sunny and warm.
Whatever
Must be
11.
nice.
Whatever 11 degrees Celsius is.
That was an ad for Timu. Looking at the weather.
Oh,
It's 87 right now. Oh, 5% humidity.
Well done.
yeah.
Oh,
right.
No, it's
So-
5% precipitation, 34% humidity.
Yeah,
Hmm.
I just saw something that Jaber put up there, but yeah, And then Maddie put, I don't know if you guys know it, but Johnny Droneflyer's nephew passed away. And yeah, this last week. And it's always sad when you lose somebody that's young, you know. And so keep him in your prayers, thoughts, good kind thoughts, and all that stuff. But yeah, we're supposed to be hitting 104 on Wednesday and Thursday.
Wow.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
That's what I've got to
Wish
look forward to.
get the solar panels out.
yeah. Because
Get
it's
those
Get
solar
the
panels.
batteries all charged up. And you
Yep,
can do your
yep.
laundry at night.
exactly yeah.
Yeah.
Laundry. I don't do laundry. I just go buy new clothes when the others are dirty. You mean we're supposed to wash them?
Or,
Wash them, yeah.
or turn
Wash
them
'em.
inside. Turn them inside out. Inside out.
Yeah, that's
Well,
what
after
I
I've done
usually
that,
do.
After I
Sometimes
turn
white out works too.
Well, what I do is I turn like my undies. I turn them inside out, and then I turn them front to back. You know,
Yeah.
that
There
way.
you go.
Once I've
Like
done
what
that,
you
it's time to go buy some new underwear. You know.
Mm-hmm.
So you put them in the washing machine.
Worse.
Yeah, the washing machine. Give me a break, guys. You all don't use all your R's down there, so we fill in the spaces that you leave.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
gotta
yeah.
give you a few R's here.
Yeah.
Arr.
Hi,
You
Trevor.
guys,
Well, you're right next to Arkansas.
that's
you got
true.
Waypoint, New England, and
Yes.
Rock Chick Beauty.
Yeah, that's on my
That
channel.
must be on Dominic's
Yeah,
channel.
that's on my channel.
Okay,
Yeah.
because I got all the normal people.
Hey,
Yeah.
Steve. As far as your temperatures go,
Hey, Justin.
We got Justin and Trevor
Fight
Fox. That'd be Trevor.
yeah, I said hello to Trevor earlier. Yes.
Didn't we?
Yeah, I did.
He was one of the first ones.
Maybe I
in.
missed him.
And Adrona Gaming RP. Hello. That'd be Justin, yes. Who my dummy is named after. I named my dummy Justin. And hopefully in the next week or so I'll have him assembled and ready. That cage that I showed you is the body. You put a padded, quilted material around it, and then you have to add the arms and legs. So I thought about making him like a quadruple amputee and just have the body and the head. He could tell stumpy jokes. You could a guy could probably do that and get by with it. And they'll just,
Yeah.
oh, that rude dummy,
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Bob. Old fashioned drones.
Hey, we got Bob.
That'd
The
be
old
Bob.
parts with drones.
Now we got.
That'd be
Well,
Bob.
there must not be anybody on
Yeah.
at 7:00 on Mondays because I seem to be getting a lot of people that I'm thinking, oh, okay, wow. I just looked up there. We got 30 people in here. Yeah.
Yep. Got a couple over at my channel.
I think I've got one
Yeah.
on mine.
Little
Hello,
Laura,
Paul Murray.
little Llama Laura, yeah.
Paul Murray is on your channel.
Paul Mary.
Yeah.
Paul Murray.
Yeah.
Trying to work out who's on
Oh my God. Yeah, we had to. I didn't know if I told Art last night after we did his show. I said I said I plan on doing a show tonight, but I didn't know if I'd be able to because Judy and I had to go to the doctor today. It's our 3-month checkup to make sure we're not selling our drugs on the street. In Oklahoma, you got to go every 3 months, and they got to make sure that you're not selling your your drugs or something. I don't know,
No,
but.
no.
Anyways, and I saw that Matt on Friday night, Saturday morning, their time.
Yeah.
He's going in for he went in for the Hooper scope. Yeah,
Hoop
Yeah.
check.
Yeah, right up
yeah.
to date.
I didn't say anything because it was
Well, you had Dan on the show, so that should tell you.
well,
a lot.
yeah. Well, they talked about it and he discussed it and but Judy is unfortunately when they did her last PET scan, they saw some activity in her colon. So they don't think they don't seem to be too concerned, but it was showing just a little bit of atypical activity that they don't like to see when you're a cancer survivor and have had cancer
Mhm.
twice. Say, okay, we need.
Yeah, some
Yeah.
polyps.
Yeah. They're hoping it's just maybe it could be something that's just pre-cancer, and they'll take it out and be done with it. But she goes in Thursday to have hers done, and she also has a spot in her throat, but that is, they're keeping an eye on. But other than that, everything came out good. But yeah, so I'm hoping, I don't think they're going to do both scopes at the same time. I think that would just be rude to stick a camera in for both ends. So I think
Yeah,
they're going to do the lower
it
the lower
can
part
be-
first.
I'm going to say it can be uncomfortable. I've had one
Yeah.
down there and one,
I
Ooh.
have too.
Ooh.
Yeah, I've had
Yeah.
not at the same time, but I've had.
no.
Yeah. I hate. I don't know which one I hate the worst. I tell you what, they. About the first
I got
colonoscopy
knocked
I
out
had.
for
I
both,
about.
so I'm happy.
Yeah. Well. Yeah. Thanks you, Steve. I appreciate that. Yeah. She's a little.
Yeah.
She's a little worried about it. It's been stressing her. The reason I didn't do last Monday's show is because she fell last week, Sunday. We were getting ready to walk into the. I was walking her in to get in her wheelchair, and then we're going to go sit in the kitchen and eat dinner. She was right behind me. I mean, literally a step behind me, and all of a sudden, I
Bill,
stepped through
go-
the
go
door
drones.
into the hallway, and then, hello, Bill. And I heard a thump.
Bill.
I turned around thinking she's right behind me and bumped against the door. She wasn't there. Well, she was just right there, And so I stepped back into the bedroom and I looked down on the floor and I looked over in front of the bed and she had stumbled backwards and fell all the way back about 5 steps and then fell into the bathroom. And in the bathroom, in the vanity there's a drawer that was open that she had some stuff in. And she caught up under here and she is literally black from here all the way back to the shoulder. Just
Ooh.
and the first day I just saw the scrape, that night. So I bandaged it so that, put some stuff on. By the next day, it was starting to turn. And she ended up also on her lower back with a spot, just a light
Right.
bruise all the way around from her
Ray
middle of her
Kelly.
ribs to the middle of her back. Hello, Captain Ray. How you doing?
Yeah, Ray.
Yeah.
That'd be Ray.
Yeah, that'd
Yeah,
be
so-
right.
Yeah, that'd be Ray. Yeah. So that's why I didn't do a show last Monday because she was not feeling good. She fell Sunday night and she wasn't doing good Monday and I wasn't going to leave her. So today we got up early, went to the doctor, came home, and she went in there and she's gone to sleep. So, and I got her on camera. But well, it's like your show last night, Art. She got up and decided to come in here to tell me she needed something instead of just waving at me on the camera, which she usually does.
Yeah.
And I saw her disappear from the camera. I got to go. And sure enough, fortunately, there was a laundry basket there of clothes that need to be washed.
Washed.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mhm.
Anyways, yeah, they need to be washed. Anyways, I'll never live that down. But anyways, yeah, she disappeared off the camera and she fell into the laundry, which was right there by the doors. Like, what the hell? Get in there and lay down and stay there, So,
Mhm.
and our van is in the shop again because the transmission crapped itself again.
Oh. Yeah.
Hopefully, they should cover it this time. It shouldn't be. Yeah.
Yeah,
You're
that
right.
too.
You're right, Steve. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yep.
Yeah. And please make sure your drawers are pulled up. Yeah, because if they aren't, I tend to trip. So,
Yeah.
But yeah, so anyways. So she had a doctor. Her and I both had a doctor's appointment today, but
Mhm.
that's what so I didn't know if I was going to be able to do the show tonight, but we got back in plenty of time and I got her settled in and we
Mhm.
stopped. You guys, what kind of hot dog places are there in Denver that serve really good hot dogs? Do you have any place?
Me.
Well,
I was
there's
thinking in
a
Denver
hamburger
where-
stand.
Oh, okay.
You got
Okay.
corn dogs there.
We have a place up in Tulsa called Coney Islander.
Oh,
They sell
yeah,
pony
They
dogs.
had them in Michigan.
Oh, interesting. That sounds delicious.
Mhm.
Oh my God! And we have a place down here. When I first moved here, the only place to go here in Muskogee was a place called Chet's, and they had the best hot dogs in town. I thought until we went up to Tulsa one time, and Judy says, "Let's stop in and get a Coney Islander." She used to work. She used to work as one of the managers at one, and boy, after eating that, I had so today we stopped there on the way because there's one on the way home from the doctor's
Mhm.
office, and I ate one. I bought two of them because I thought I could eat both of them, but after the first one, I'll just save the other one for later. But so that's what we had for supper: Coney Island hot dogs,
Yeah.
chili cheese dogs. They had everything on them, and oh, they're
Wiener
good.
Schnitzel. We have their version is called Whataburger,
Yes, James.
which is
Right, right. Well, in Grand Junction, when I was in high school, there in Grand Junction, Colorado, they had a Der Wiener Schnitzel,
Mhm.
and
Mm.
this was when I was engaged and then married to my first wife, who was with child. She loved kraut dogs, so every day at lunch we'd leave school. 'Cause I got married in high school, okay, so every day at lunch we'd pack up into there'd be about 6 cars packing up, and we'd all go stand in line at the Der Wiener Schnitzels,
Mhm.
and God, she could pack those things away. My son Paco, that you guys that has the band that does the Christmas songs, it was his mom, and when she was pregnant with him, I'm surprised he didn't love hot dogs. She could pack away. I'd order a 10 pack of four, 5 for her of the kraut dogs and me the chili cheese dogs, and but oh my God, they had. I hadn't had a Der Wiener Schnitzel since I graduated high school and left Grand Junction when I joined the service. And 3 years ago, we went down to see my sister before she passed away. And the little town we were in down there in New Mexico had a Der Wiener Schnitzels. So we stopped, and we had Ranger and back with us. They gave, we got all of our hot dogs. I got one of their, chili cheese dogs. Judy got one. My sister and my niece. No, my niece didn't go with us. Just the three of us. And
That sounds
Ranger.
delicious.
They gave Ranger his own. They gave him 2 hot dogs for himself.
Wow.
Oh,
And
mhm.
yeah. Costco food court,
Yeah.
good
Yep.
for dogs. Yeah.
Costco, they got a hot dog vendor out front. Yep.
Okay.
Well, again,
Not
we
here.
don't have a Costco in Muskogee, so I would have to go to Tulsa. Chet's is okay, but they're not the best.
Mm.
But when it comes to a good chili cheese dog from Coney Islander, because they have their hot dogs and their buns. They're not the longer ones. They're short ones, but
Hey, Tony.
and their buns and their hot dogs are exactly the same length. They special ordered the buns to match the length of the hot dog, and their hot dogs are on a roller system and they're fried. So, they're cooked, and oh God, I'm getting hungry again just thinking about it. But
Mhm.
yeah, Waypoint, New England wants it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get talking about place at Hickman Air Force Base, the doghouse, best ever. Oh, really? Okay. I'm thinking down at Davis Monthan we had a hot dog place like it sounds familiar now that you mentioned that when I was back in the 70s. Because again, I couldn't I was used to Der Wiener Schnitzels, but like I said, when Judy and I got married and she had me stop there, I can't leave, I said, "You want to go straight home?" And she says, "Yeah, I'm not feeling good." I said, "You want to stop and maybe let's get a drink over to Coney Island," because I had to go by there to get gas anyways. Okay. And finally I said, "You want a hot dog?" Yeah, I'll have a hot dog. So she sat there and ate her hot dog out, and
Mhm.
I mean, 3 hot dogs with everything on them. That's chili, cheese, mustard, chopped onions, and the cheese is shredded. It's not that
Oh,
nacho
yeah.
cheese crap. It's real
Cheese, yeah.
shredded. Yeah, real shredded cheddar. It's not that nacho cheese spread.
Mm,
And the onions are finely chopped. They make their
No.
own chili,
great.
and it costs. Prices have gone up. I used to be able to buy that and 2 drinks for $9.58, and it's gone up to $12.58. But
Yeah.
it's been it's been the same for. It just has gone up this last year. But Yeah, this week in hot dogs, you're right. We're
Yeah, I
talking
was just
about
going
hot
to say,
dogs.
it's the Grumpy Vloggers cooking channel.
Yep.
Yes.
Oh, I
But-
made shrimp scampi for dinner.
Oh, nice.
Ooh, that sounds good.
Boy, was it good. Did a little bit different this time, man.
Mm.
And it was better this way.
Yeah, I haven't had shrimp scampi in years.
Mm.
Of course, for shrimp, we used to just go over to Long John Silver's because I liked their butterfly shrimp they had over there.
Ooh, yeah.
Why go?
Shrimp.
But then our Long John, that was one of those places I complained about because it was a Long John Silver / A&W root beer place.
Ooh,
thinking-
yeah.
Really, fish and root beer? That just
Fish
didn't
and root
sound
beer?
right to me. Yeah, it
Nah,
just didn't
nothing wrong
sound
with
right.
that.
Mm-hmm.
But then, what was worse was Kentucky Fried Chicken and Taco Bell.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
You know, that just doesn't make sense to me.
Yep.
That- they're all they're all owned by the same company. Whoever owns
Right.
Taco Bell,
Mhm.
A&W. Yeah. But
All
our
right, Matt.
our Long John Silver's, so we
Hey,
have
Matt.
no place to.
Yeah.
Hey,
How'd
Matt.
that
Well, he
colonoscopy work out?
Yeah.
Yeah. Come and tell us.
My wife says, 'cause I did send him a link. My wife
Okay,
says she
okay.
feels for you, Matt, because she's having hers done on Thursday. So
We got Carbon
he's
Cage.
Yeah,
FTV.
Carbon
giving a little
Cage.
spray
Oh,
in the
wow.
chat. We've got
Yes,
some
he is.
Australians in here.
I
Yeah.
don't
Yes.
think Matt has anything to worry about. He's a perfect asshole.
yeah.
Got in.
yeah.
God, we
Mm.
we got the Aussie
Got
invasion.
the Aussie,
in the
yeah.
chat.
Yeah.
Yay.
Can't believe we got FPV guys in there. It's like, really?
Mhm.
You're at my channel? Closest I get to FPV is flying my Avata. And
Oh,
Close enough.
you ought to do a 5-hour show like I did Saturday.
Yeah, what happened there?
Yeah, what's
He
up?
was
with
dr-
that?
he was
well,
drunk.
Alexis came on, and we just got
kept
going,
talking.
and yep.
Going and going and going.
That's
But,
why she's not feeling
got a
well.
lot of views on that though.
Well, that's good then.
That
I-
and super chats, that helped, and
Yeah.
some new members that Bill
Good to hear. We're winning then.
gifted new membership.
Mark wants to know, did you wake up on the floor, Art?
No, I did.
I tell you what, when you was on Uncle Bill's not Sunday night, but a week ago Sunday, you started getting a little sick there. I was concerned because you looked like he's about to have a damn stroke. Go back and look at yourself at the end. You look pretty bad shape. Like,
It was all acting.
was it all acting? Yeah. Was face
I was
as red as his?
getting a little sleepy. I did fall asleep a couple times there.
Yeah, I noticed that. Yeah, it was.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Thanks for that,
You
Justin.
do what?
I was just commenting on what.
Oh,
Justin
Matt
said.
can't. Yeah, Matt can't sit right. Yeah,
Oh,
Yeah.
It's one of those
I
donuts.
hopefully he had a absorbent pad under his bum.
I had to.
Yeah, well-
I had to sit in one of those donuts.
But you
for
know
about
what? When you
24
fart,
hours.
it's air that's coming out.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what. The first one I had, of course, it was done at the VA hospital, so they're like, get you in, get you out, and be gone, right?
They probably
And-
use a regular garden hose.
Yeah, I think so because
Yeah.
bastards. But when we were halfway home, and my daughter-in-law, who's a nurse, she's driving the van for us because Judy can't drive, and she drove us. And she looks in the back mirror and she says, "Are you all right? Do I need to take you back?" And I said, "Yeah, no, I'll be okay." They had to, she had to help almost carry me into the house. I was in so much pain because they didn't bother to make sure I had gotten rid of all the excess air that they pumped in me. Finally, she got me into bed and got me turned on my side, and then it rattled the
point,
rafters.
Justin.
Yeah, you know. Yeah, Yeah.
It's degenerated into one large fart joke now.
don't ever. Yeah, it has. Yeah, don't ever trust a fart. Yeah, that's it. You know, once you hit a certain age, it's like,
Uh,
yeah, do I trust that now?
Yeah,
Well,
I
that's
wonder
where
that too, Mark.
Pepto and Imodium AD come in handy.
Yeah, yeah.
So you get part with confidence.
I feel for you, Matt. Though I do, man.
Yeah.
I know the feeling.
The last one they did on me, they they send out the little package for you to test, and it came back and showed something. And they said, "Oh, we need to have you come in." They did it the last time, and this time they actually wouldn't let me out until I let her
Thanks.
rip. Yeah.
Okay.
Conversation.
One
It's just-
long,
yeah,
it's just one long fart joke now.
yeah, it
Yep.
is. It's a
Mhm.
Yeah,
got
Brent,
about 20
just
minutes.
a shitty topic.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Hey, come to Grumpy Vlogger and get gas.
yeah. It's one of the. Well, hey, it's a pain in the ass, but you got to do it.
Uh,
Mark,
Drown out.
just needs to mess with the contracts to bring them.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Just our
Well,
weekly-
I mixed the Go Lightly with what is that? Gatorade. And boy, that made it taste a lot better.
Well,
Must be in mine.
this doctor, she doesn't use the Go Lightly or any of that stuff. She just has her. She's going to have her use Metamucil. I haven't looked to see how much. And now I got to ask you, Art, did you use clear Gatorade, or what flavor Gatorade did you use?
Ooh, yeah, I think it was. They said nothing with blue or red, so I stuck with
Exactly.
either green or yellow.
Yeah, because that's what she said. Do not use red Gatorade.
Yeah.
Because, but so she's supposed to drink Gatorade with Metamucil and then take 5 Docalax.
Oh,
I'm sitting there thinking, because she
it
has
sounded
trouble.
like a machine gun in there.
Well,
I'm cramping just listening to that.
I know it.
Mm.
Well,
There goes the sphincter.
She has a hard time moving because of her Parkinson's. I'm thinking very seriously of going down and buying a bedside commode just so I don't have any extra problems to worry about besides getting her up and getting her onto it,
Yeah.
Because you got to think about that stuff when you get to a certain age. And we've had this same doctor now. Judy's been going to him for 40 years. And he's about 3 months older than her. And so he'll be 75 in September. And I've been going to him for about 40 years. And today we were talking, because he was talking about some things. Finally, I said, "You sound like you're making plans of maybe retiring." He says, "Yeah, I'm going to probably retire next year." Like, we've had the same doctor for 40 years. It's,
Wow.
I don't know, and most doctors I do know I wouldn't trust. He's one I trust, So hopefully his partner will be, he's going to introduce us and
Good.
if his partner's in his 50s, he's only got to live to his 70s. By then, Junior will be long dead. So, but this is what you get when you get a doctor that's your age, because they're going to, their
Yep.
usability, their expiration date is up about the same time yours is. So, the sell by date is way past, It's like, okay.
Yeah, we don't need to
Always
mention
remember
Justin.
that, people. If you're old, get a younger doctor, because you don't
Yeah.
want one that's got your sell by date,
Exactly.
Mhm.
Of course, when I was in my 20s and we got him, or in my 30s when we got him, I didn't think any. I thought, well, okay, I like somebody my age. I can understand. And now it's like I look at him and go, Jesus Christ, he's an old fart. And I tell him that too. He and I have that kind of relationship. I can tell him, oh, piss off, And his nurses know. His nurses have learned not to agitate me, because
Mhm.
I don't apologize. I tell them what I think. It's like,
No.
yeah, well, I said something today about, I called up because they screwed up one of Judy's medicines last time. Sent it to. It was for one of her controlled medicines, and they sent it to the VA meds by mail. this is a class 2 narcotic and they're going to be
Mm.
sending that through the mail? I don't think so. And
Someone's going to get hijacked.
yeah, exactly. And so I said, you did. I said, where did you? I said, she says, she goes, well, you can't get it refilled now. It's, we just wrote a prescription for it about a week ago. I said, my ass, you did. I said, and I told him that. He says, yeah, I could just hear what you told her. I said, oh yeah, I told her. As the saying goes, how the cow ate the cabbage.
Mm.
We're doing that again.
Yeah. Oh, look who we got here.
Oh,
Sir Farts a lot.
yeah.
There he
Hey,
is.
Matt.
I can't get this look off my face.
Yeah.
Oh,
Get out, mate.
Matt, I really do feel for you. You were talking about that the other night. And I'm thinking, I didn't say anything to my wife, and I was sitting there laughing at you guys talking about that. Last Saturday your time.
Mhm.
And I couldn't say anything to Judy, and she said, "What the hell are you laughing at?" Nah, just one of the Australian guys, just something he's going through. Because she's going to have hers done this Thursday, and I didn't want her to think I'd be laughing. It's like,
Yeah.
yeah,
Matt,
get
I
my
got a
ass
question
in trouble.
for you.
Yeah, mate.
Matt, I got a question for you. When you took your pants off and you asked the doctor where you should hang them, did he say right beside his?
He said, put them on the floor next to the bed.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Uh,
Oh, here we
That's
go.
the
You
first time
put
I've ever
the
had
money
one.
on the dresser, Matt.
No, it was right next to the king size bed he had. I don't know what the fuck that was.
Yeah.
Anyway, Justin,
JD.
how are you, mate?
Mm.
Don't laugh at me,
Oh.
Justin. You wait, you young buck 30 odd
was,
bastard.
Yeah.
was it as
Good
bad? Was it as bad as you thought it would be, Matt?
I can
Or
feel your
worse.
pain. I can feel your pain. No, it's the prep that's the worst, right? There's nothing like having two bladders.
Yeah.
Because you do, you pee out your butt. It's unbelievable.
Yep.
Yeah, it's
right.
oh,
I still don't trust my farts at the moment. Because
Yep.
that's just bullshit. But I do feel you because I was in the same position, Lloyd, because I had extremely bad stomach pain because of the air, and
Yeah.
all the nurses were saying, "Oh, just fart it out." Anyway, so
Yep.
I was actually funny thing, right?
Instead of pee it out, fart it
woke-
out.
I just woke up, right? So, okay. And there's a chick next to me just woke up as well, right? Anyway, and the nurses, and the bed's right next to me, and the nurse is giving her blood pressure. She goes, "Oh, your blood pressure seems a bit high to this chick, right?" And I said to the nurse, I said, "Oh, you're going to have to move her bed into the other room." She goes, "What are you talking about?" And I said, "Well, that happens quite a bit when girls get close to me, right?" Anyway.
Would love to have seen that reaction.
And this chick was half in it, and she's going,
Oh,
fucking unreal.
oh my God, yeah, yeah. It's that pain when you can't, Now, like I said, that first one, I thought I was going to die. When
Yeah.
he came in, and after it was all, the next time I went up to see the doctor, or he called me on the phone and said, "Yeah, everything's good." He said, "You won't have to have another one for 10 years." And I said, "You're going to be lucky if I ever have another one after that." But
Yeah, mate.
I went back in about 3 years and had to have another one, but that one I survived a little better.
Yeah. Yeah. This is my second one. He didn't have to break the hymen this time. He just went straight in.
Yeah. Oh, that first one, that first one is the worst, I think.
Matt, did
Yeah.
they
Oh
find
my
the
God.
dingoes up there?
That was my plushie period, right? That was that.
Oh.
I'm off that fetish now. There's I'm over that. I posted
Yeah.
them all off to Justin. You can see the smile on his face. He loved it.
Yeah. Did you ask him if you could videotape it so you could show it on your YouTube channel?
Well, it's saying in the chat there, put it through DaVinci. Yeah, put all the footage through DaVinci. I got geez, I've got to bring those shadows out. Is it 10-bit? If it's not 10-bit color, I can't do much with it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
What? I mean, there's only going to be one color. Wow.
But you can make it look so much better if you mess with it a little bit. I just don't want my colon to be average. You know.
Yeah, yeah. Well, you know, you say you
Yeah,
say you can make it.
you're not your typical average asshole.
No. I'm right up there. Right up there. Hang on, give me a second. Give me-
Oh, he's going to let one rip.
Yes.
Is my mic working?
Yes,
Yep,
it is
you
now.
can
Can't hear you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Justin.
I don't know what the hell that was about.
Don't know.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's a
Yeah,
long
those
one.
things aren't fun.
Yep.
You could tell. You can tell most of us on the panel are old guys. You know, Justin's sitting there saying,
Yep.
"I can't believe these old coots talking about this shit." You know,
Mm.
but hey, it's,
Happens to the best of us. Happens to
yeah,
the best.
this is
Well, I got
This-
to learn what's going to happen in 20 years, right?
Yeah,
yeah, exactly.
we'll guide
Yeah.
you through.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, Chris.
Dude,
This is
Hey,
for
Chris.
you, Matt.
I did one. I'm not kidding you. It went for fucking 30 seconds, right? It just kept going. I was like, oh, fuck. I was waiting for a follow through. There was nothing there to come out. It was just like, I said to the bloke, I come out the toilet because there was another bloke there recovering. I'm in the toilet. I'm just letting them rip. Brr, 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 brr. And I came out and I said, mate, I could have blown up 40 fucking party balloons with that. Fuck.
Not bad for a 1-inch speaker.
Okay, yeah, there we go. I knew this was. That's the reason I asked you on. I knew it'd go off the rails as soon as we started talking about this. Yeah. Oh my God! Yeah, it's it's one of the most invasive, embarrassing things that a guy, the older adults have to go through. But I had an uncle that had he had to have a colostomy back because he got colon cancer.
Ooh.
And but
There you
he
go,
lived
Jim.
with it. Yeah, he lived with that for 20 years. He finally just died of old age. He was in his 90s. But yeah. So it's not something to joke around
Okay.
about. I mean, yeah, you can joke about it because it is. I mean, you're in a room full of people, and the first time Judy had hers done, they did it on her birthday. She was pissed off about it. She was in the hospital, and they hadn't figured out, so they said, well, we've done every other test. Let's stick a camera up her ass, And
Yeah,
the doctor, the doctor really didn't want to, he's just like, whatever, and he goes in, but he had people, he was in a hurry to get out of the procedure room so he could go back and talk to one of the gals in recovery because he was asking her out on a date. I mean, what kind of asshole asked a girl out on a date after she's just had a camera up her ass,
He liked her ass.
Yeah, he should have taken her out on the date first and then put the camera up her ass, but
The
it's just,
problem with people like that, they have standards, right? And if you haven't got a fucking really nice colon, I ain't going out with you.
yeah, exactly.
My question is, Lloyd, were you the one asking for the date?
No, it wasn't me. I was sitting there waiting. I was sitting there in the recovery area waiting on Judy as they were bringing her back in. And this gal was across, because they had a bunch of, the recovery areas are basically a chair and a place where they could stick the gurney in when they come in and then a curtain across it. So there's no privacy. Well, I watched him come in and I watched it, and he was one of them young, good looking doctors, lots of money. And he was just like, yeah, he was scoping her out. All right, Steve Carpenter.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
I have a question for Matt. So we're always trying to get in Tim's head, right? So how did it feel to be so vulnerable?
Yeah, exactly right. I felt like Tim all day. Seriously, everyone having to go at me, a poke and a prod. It was. I had to be drunk. I had to get off my nut to put up with it. I went through 30 cans of beer that day. Yeah. No, it's the
At
napping.
least it wasn't Bud Light.
No. Oh, here we go again. Me fucking washing machine. Hang on.
Maybe you would have been better. if
Washing
you went with
machine.
Bud Light.
Yeah.
It would have been
Yeah, I
more
was.
accepting.
I was the last one I had. The guy that was the assistant, it was a male nurse, and he was a big guy, and his well, he drank Bud Light. Let's just put it that way, okay?
Oh,
And he was, and his
what's his name? Dylan.
well, it was something along that line, and it's like I'm sitting there and he's wheeling me back. This is we're going to take good care of you, and I'm
It's
thinking,
party time.
yeah, no, get me the hell out of here. And he says, oh, just relax, it'll be easy. And I'm going, oh my
It'll
god.
just be-
Once you
we'll
get past
just
the
lube
tip,
it up. and-
past
Once
the
they hit
tip
the-
up and-
Yeah, once they hit me with the drugs, I was okay. But Jesus,
uh,
I do remember just as they were hitting me with the drugs, and of course, is a female doctor. I look up at him and I said, would you move in front of me, please?
I want you to be the last thing I see.
Yeah. I said, no, I didn't want him standing behind me. That was it, I look over my shoulder and said, would you move to the front, please? And I was out.
It fucking hits you though, doesn't it? You think, oh yeah, this isn't too bad. Oh, I thought,
Yeah.
I wonder where He's
Yeah.
gone.
And then all of a sudden they say, it's over now. You can start farting, huh? What?
Yeah.
Where the hell have I been?
Lloyd, at least he didn't say, "Hey, Mister Mendenhall, you have an unusually large left testicle. You need to have that looked at."
Yeah. I'm exactly what I was thinking, Andrew. I'm thinking, okay, this guy, because he was, as they used to say in my days, he was a little light in the loafers,
Oh,
Fucking hell, I tell you.
and yeah, I mean, yeah, that was it. That's the sound right there. Yeah, definitely.
I was worried when he said, "My name's Simon. I'll be your surgeon today." I'm like, are you now?
Yep.
Was it Castlemaine 4X? Oh, yeah, you got that, brother. You don't need to take their preparation. You just drink 4X and they'll clean your right out. That shit.
Exactly. Yep.
That's
Yeah.
terrible. That's worse than BD, Dominic.
Yeah. I'm not. I'm dreading this week. Wednesday night and Thursday as much as Judy is, probably more because I'm the one that has to help. Like I said, I think I'm going to go down to the Walgreens store, or the pharmacy, and just buy a damn bedside commode because it'll just be easier.
Yes. Yeah, that's.
I'm thinking,
or a
because
double-decker bedpan.
yeah. Well, I'm thinking to get one of those that has the, you can put those put those new bags in, and I'm thinking, because there's a couple asshole neighbors, I'd like to fill up a couple of those bags and go toss them on their porch.
And away we
Watch
go.
it flat air.
cat.
Yeah. I think of stuff like that.
Must be it, Dominic.
I mean,
Yes.
never moved next to Lloyd.
Cool Cat says lighting loafers is an expression I've been introducing the last few years. I'm a big fan of it. Yeah, it is an older, it is an older expression, that's for sure.
It's
but-
a boomer.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
who
it's-
plays loafers anymore?
yeah, exactly. Most people are having to look up what the hell's a loafer,
Exactly.
What is that?
A loafer. You know what loafers are? You know what they are, asshole.
Shoes, slippers.
Yeah.
He Googled it. He had to Google it, Lloyd.
You had to Google it. Yeah, probably half the guys are like, "What the hell does he say? Light in the loafers? What does that mean? What is a loafer?"
Well, I don't know, but over here, a loafer could
Yes,
be someone
Andrew.
who couldn't be stuffed doing anything. A lazy bastard. You
Well,
loafer.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's it's one of those double, triple meaning words.
Mm.
Like the guy in the bakery, who slices the bread. He's a loaf slicer or a loafer.
Mm.
Oh.
Yeah.
Like the guy that got the real. Yeah, well, there's the guy that got, he started out just slicing one loaf of bread at a time, and the knife wasn't long enough, so he got two because he gets paid per loaf. He got a longer sword, and he was able to do two, and finally he got this really long blade, and he was able to do 4 loaves at a time, and of course he the thing that he was using is called a 4-loaf cleaver.
Oh my God!
Wow.
Have you?
I was waiting for the punchline. Yeah.
Wait,
I see this was
I-
going somewhere.
Oh.
Yeah.
And then he said touchdown.
What,
Boy,
is
did-
it
What?
Irish?
Why isn't that in this damn book you bought me, Lloyd?
Exactly.
Jesus Christ.
Now, on Urban Dictionary, light and the loafers means something completely different from what you guys just said.
What are you saying? What is
They
it?
have it refers to a male who is perceived to be gay or homosexual, specifically a man that has a fashion sense and cheerful disposition. Loafers refer to the shoes. It is implied that the individual is about to fly away like a fairy.
That's exactly what we
That's
meant.
exactly what it means.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. When I say somebody's light in the loafers, I mean
Okay.
they got a
okay.
wrist,
Ginger
So
loose
beer.
wrist.
So Urban Dictionary had it correct then.
Yeah, that's exactly what it means.
You got to believe everything you read on the internet.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
definitely.
I believe everything, but yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. I just had to slip that loaf thing in there. You know that joke. I mean,
Full.
so it's a bad joke, you know. But I
Was
found
that bad?
it's one of those. It was one of those jokes that you just don't tell all the time. You just can't. You got to find the right
Yeah, you've just
time
got
to
to
use it. And this, yeah, I was just slipped right in there. We're talking about loafs and loafers, and so
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
nobody woke,
Rusty
nobody's
Stark.
woke
Just
just
here.
got to find the opportunity just to really work it into
Mhm.
the
He's been
Yeah.
waiting 4.5 years to say
yes,
that.
to tell
right?
that joke. Yeah.
Waiting for the right.
Yeah.
It's comedic timing. They call
Yes,
that.
it's all about timing.
absolutely, yeah. You got to.
It's got to be.
Well, like Charles Goluski on Uncle Bill's that
Yeah.
soundbite of his. I mean, he sits there he sits all these shows very quietly, and then boom, he just hammers it in there.
It
Just like
comes out.
Mhm.
Yeah.
it's like Peter Carroll. Peter Carroll is
Yeah,
great
like
for
a
doing
bolt
that.
of
light.
Mhm.
Like this one, I always use fruity around the edges.
I generally call that ginger beer.
Oh,
Ginger
ginger.
beer, yeah.
Ginger beer.
Yeah. 'cause
Well,
it
you heard-
rhymes with
Oh yes.
Mhm.
Do you know what you call a ginger in a porno?
what?
The cameraman.
Yeah, man.
And for the Yanks that don't understand what a ginger is, that's redhead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I call them
Yeah.
gingers here too.
I think that's
gotta-
a universal term.
Yeah.
I don't know if you probably haven't got it over, but we used to, don't do it so much now, but anyone with red hair we used to call Bluey.
Bluey.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've heard that
Um,
term, yeah.
Yeah. And
I've
that
got a
was
couple-
their
I've got a couple
nickname.
of mates I call Bluey.
Yeah. I had a bloke in the railways, Bluey his last name was Obst. He was Bluey Obst. I never knew his real name.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was
All
always
right,
Bluey.
Steve, you have a good one.
Take
Yeah,
care,
see,
Steve.
See you, Steve.
And for those of you who are interested, there's a real life drone show coming on right after this. Drone Nation. You might learn something about drones instead of colonoscopy.
Hmm.
Mhm.
I think
No
a lot of
shit.
a lot of people in the chat would know a lot about colonoscopies.
Mhm.
More than
Yeah,
likely.
everybody just wants to see how badly you suffered. That's what it's all about. They just want
I don't know.
to, you know.
I wanted to set my camera up, right? So I could film them doing it. I was going to do a shorts video, right?
Oh.
Yeah.
But then I got my cock in the shot and it turned out to be a longs video. But anyway.
Oh my god.
Insert rim shot here.
Rim shot. I'll do that. I'll have all the drummers clicking on my shorts.
Yeah. Mark White used to be being called Chalky. Yeah.
Chalky. Yeah. Righto. I'll be buggered. I think Bluey. I think in England too they call him Bluey, don't you, Mark? I think that's where we got it from, wasn't it? England or
I've
was
never
it?
heard that
I'm not sure,
expression.
but I know that
Haven't you?
I've heard it, but where did it get started, anyways? Where did the
Well, this one I'm just asking Mark whether they say bluey in England as well.
Maybe
'Cause a
that's
lot
where
of
it came from.
Yeah, because a lot of stuff we say here is
Yeah,
sort of like
it's usually stolen from the English. Yeah,
yeah.
Yeah.
it's evolved from the Cockney rhyming slang.
Which,
That's
Right,
right.
right.
which
Now,
is
England-
first stolen from us, twisted around to just gibberish, then it
Yeah.
ends up over there.
Right. you call it gibberish, we call it English, right?
English.
English.
Hello, Ron.
It's a bit like when you go to
hello,
the
Ron.
football game when you see the guy in the press area taking photos, and his vest says press, and you press on.
Yeah. I've done
Oh my
that.
God!
I've done that.
Is it Dominic? Isn't Bluey a kids show?
Yeah, I believe it is.
I just googled it.
Yeah.
Based at the Ludo Studio,
Yeah,
of
Bluey.
the Australian Broadcasting Corporation.
Ron
Yeah.
wants to know if Matt did it in 4K and rendered it in DaVinci. No, he couldn't color grade that.
Yeah, exactly.
Couldn't
There's
get
only
the
one
browns.
colour one.
Well, he couldn't get the browns right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
If
all the
you know, if
shade
he
of
could,
brown.
that's the thing. If he couldn't color grade it, then it wasn't worth doing. You know.
Mm.
You know, I wonder how good his videos really are before he messes with them.
Mm.
Because look at Ron's stuff. Ron doesn't do all that stuff. He just throws them up there and they're beautiful. But, you know, and Matt's are kind of like, I don't know, it's like watching a Disney movie or something on all of his stuff. Oh, you're back, Matt. Hi.
Oh, okay.
It's like watching a Disney movie.
Yeah.
Well,
The
on my
Wonderful
video,
World of Color
photo.
by Matt.
So, well, the thing is, right, you're obviously not fussy if you like Ron stuff, number one.
Mm.
Mhm.
I'm not fussy.
Mhm.
Did Matt get a colonoscopy or was it in 4K and was it ready? No, I said I had to mess with the contrast. That's all I had to do to bring the browns out. Just to
Yeah.
richen up that.
You had to pump up that ISO. Pump it up.
Mm.
I do. It was very.
It
It was
needed
very
more
grainy.
magenta.
No, I ate Wheat Bix the day before. It was very grainy. They reckoned. So I better.
Yeah. This channel, you never know what you're going to get as a subject. That's why, you know, it is what it is, you know. That's what I like about being a vlogger because I can just say anything, you know, and get by with it. I don't have to stick with drones and, you know, and I'm old and I'm prepping, so I can talk about colonoscopies if I want to.
Yeah.
You know?
And then get
Early
grumpy
on-
about food, or
Yeah,
and
yeah,
then talk
exactly.
about hot dogs and
I would talk about early onset Alzheimer's, but I'm a little too old for it to be early.
Look at this down here. DaVinci Premiere Pro will get all the browns out. That's because that's the only color Premiere Pro's got, mate.
brown.
That's the problem. You get DaVinci,
Did
you get all the colors.
Premiere Pro is for Macs, right?
No, you can use them both.
No, that's the Adobe one. I think you're talking about Final Cut Pro.
Final Cut Pro, yeah, Final Cut Pro, yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
They now have that for the iPad.
Windows Movie Maker.
No,
Yeah, Windows Movie.
no, they have Final
iMovie
Cut
is
Pro.
iMovie is the Macintosh equivalent.
Right. But no, they have Final Cut Pro now for the iPad.
iMovie is the Macintosh equivalent to Movie Maker.
Yeah,
Drone Nation and the colonoscopy channel.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And hung him above his toilet. Oh my god.
Oh my God.
Oh dear.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, I don't want-
I had both done. I had both of them done.
yeah.
Oh, they met in the middle?
Yeah, third knuckle.
Yeah. Well, did you make sure that they at least cleaned the camera off before they put it down your throat?
Oh,
Well, they
God.
reckon they told me they were doing the throat first, and he goes, don't worry, it's a different one, right?
Yeah.
So I can only see one here sitting there. What's the second one? He goes,
Mhm.
yeah, no, it was both of them. So
See, Matt was deep throating that one.
Matt also requires a variable aperture. Exactly right. And I'll tell you something,
Yeah.
Chris. My personal aperture was at f20. let me tell you, because there was not much light getting into that. Oh man. Here's off.
That
Oh
was
my God, cool cat.
Yeah, I'm not touching that one.
Cool cat. Oh my God, yeah. This show has officially gone off the road. Actually, it started.
Yeah.
I think it started off the. Yeah.
Yeah, it
Well, you
started off
brought
with
up
the-
Matt's colonoscopy, Lloyd, to be fair.
Well,
you
you know, it
started
was
it.
so fun. Well, I did. Yeah, that's true. I mean, and I
Don't mention the war.
that's why I sent Matt an invite because I just had to, you know, I was concerned,
You
Matt.
had
I
to- you needed
see.
to know.
Did they find anything that you didn't already know was up there that you hadn't put there yourself?
Did they find Jimmy Hoffa?
Jesus.
They found it. They found a few things that were very strange, but anyway, that was a party. I didn't know what happened, but anyway, they got them out. I'll tell you exactly what they found. Right? They had a polyp, which one, and last time I had it 7 years ago, they found one polyp as well. So in 7 years, I got another polyp out of that. So they removed that. Everything else was fine in there. I've got a hiatus hernia, which I didn't know about.
I've had that.
Yeah, and
Yep.
and they took a biopsy of the stomach because they think there's a bacteria in there, which was causing all of my gut issues. Right?
Yes.
So they can fix that with antibiotics.
No,
Was it
no.
terrible?
A gerbil.
Yep.
Armageddon. If you guys,
Again. Yeah.
yeah, Armageddon.
Yeah,
Yeah.
seen that.
Have you seen that? Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
and
dear.
and Justin, if you haven't, you need to look that up.
What is it?
Don't.
It's on a YouTube video. It's actually them telling the story, but it's about felching, a gerbil, and Armageddon. Just type in
Yeah.
felching and Armageddon and listen to it. You will die laughing.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's terrible.
That was like one of the first things that somebody sent to me. I mean, right after I got my internet back in the 90s, you know, and it's like I listened to that, and of course, you know, we were playing online gaming. A lot of us were, and that got to be anytime somebody do something stupid, somebody yell Armageddon.
Radio announcer Robert D. Rayford.
Yes, yeah.
Okay. I'll check it out.
It's funny, Matt doesn't look like Richard Gere.
Yeah, and there is a bacteria in it because you're talking about that. My dad had his stomach cut open so many times, and you know, from ulcers and stuff. The last time they went in there and did a scope was when, you know, this is back in the late 80s, and they were just really learning about the bacteria. And they did the scope on him, found the bacteria, and basically they just had him take, they gave him an antibiotic and Pepto-Bismol because the bismuth is what helps kill out the bacteria along with the antibiotic. So they said you can't prescribe bismuth, you know, which is stupid, but you can go buy Pepto-Bismol tablets, and it has bismuth in it. So I don't know why you can't buy bismuth, but apparently it's
Oh, come
used
on,
for explosive
Brian,
or something.
join the party.
Brian.
Well, I was going to say hello until the word colonoscopy. Yeah, I'm kind of guessing he may have had one.
Yeah. There's probably quite a few people in here that feels your pain.
Lloyd, I
We've all
think
been
you
on-
caused some PTSD among the older crowd.
Yeah, I probably did. Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
there's a majority in the chat here where the eyes are twitching.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's because, you know, there are quite a few people that are in past 50, you know, and it's like,
Yes, I
Yeah, 'cause
did,
my-
Andrew. I did have one, and I will have one in a couple years.
my older son, he'll be 55 in August. He hasn't had one yet, and you know,
I've had two, and I'm the same age.
yeah, And you're welcome, Brian. I'm surprised you weren't. I don't know why you
Yeah.
weren't on there,
Why he
moderator
wasn't
before. Yeah, I know he's been to my show at least once
Mm.
in the last 5 years, 6 years. You know, we're talking about how long shows, but I just looked up because everybody's talking about how to find out how many of your live shows. I've done right at 300, so this is probably my 301st show.
Well,
You know,
Let's have a party.
holy
Yeah.
shit. Yeah.
yeah,
I was impressed with 200. I thought,
Yeah.
oh,
yeah.
takes a
I went
while,
through and you guys were talking about, going through and checking. So I did, and I kept hitting that
Oh,
number till
going back.
it stopped out. Yeah, I went back and it stopped at 300. So it's like, so that was last week. So
300.
this is probably, I didn't do one last Monday, so this is probably my 301st show.
Well, you should have had a 300 celebration, mate.
Well, I thought about it, and I thought, well, but because this is coming up on the beginning in November will be the beginning of my 7th season of doing this crap.
I think most of the
since-
problem would be for you to find some interesting content to actually put forward on your 300 show.
Well, that's it. I talk about bullshit that doesn't mean anything to anybody. So it's
You can have a party in Dominic's mouth and everybody's coming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey,
Mhm.
Matt, you think that's a lot? Murray will have 1,400 by the end of next year.
I
Oh,
know.
yeah.
It's crazy, isn't it?
Well,
Yeah.
if you do it on
thank you,
average,
cool cat. Yeah,
that's 2 a day,
Yeah.
730 a year.
Paul Murray's been doing it. He's been doing it for a long
That
time.
he is.
And
Well, think about it. He does 2 a day, Lloyd. So
2 a
that's,
day. Yeah, I know.
that's 730, give or take 20 that he might miss throughout the year when he's got stuff to
Yeah.
do.
Well,
Yeah, and for the
Hey,
longest time, he
JDS,
wasn't doing any.
flying tonight. Oh,
We
Don's
don't-
here.
Oh,
Yep.
okay.
Must be
Oddball.
on my channel.
Oh, hey, Mudball.
Yeah, he is
He's
on
here
my
somewhere.
channel. Yeah.
They
He's
don't.
on your channel. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, you know, he's at like almost, what was his last count of views? I think he was at like 1.3 million.
Fucking
Who's
hell.
that?
Paul Murray.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Look
Yeah,
at Bud Boy
yeah,
like
he's-
that. I haven't done one yet, at least professionally. Fucking hell.
Yeah, he's
Oh,
almost at 1.3.
And to think Paul Murray does this over 700 per year. Yeah, I couldn't do that. I used to be on a lot of different shows when I first got into live streaming. I jumped around and joined other people's shows, and I finally just had to. That's why I don't do very many shows. I do art show and on Sunday, and then I do this one, and occasionally I show up on your channel, Matt, and I've been on yours at least once, Justin. I know,
Yeah,
and
you came in there to talk shit to Tim because
Yep.
yeah,
couldn't-
yeah.
he couldn't leave well enough alone, so he kept poking Lloyd.
Yeah, so I came in and gave him shit. Yeah, which is what I like to do. He's fun to poke fun at. He's just he's so easy.
Sounds so bad.
I know. It doesn't sound right, does it? Yeah.
It is, especially early in the morning at a sunrise shoot when we're doing. Tim's
Yeah.
extremely vulnerable when he's half asleep, and
Right.
he says yes to just about most things except breakfast.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
and the sad thing is he's not on here. He's not watching the show, so he can hear all the crap we're talking about him.
Yeah.
But that's what's fun is talking behind his back. He's
Yeah, that's right. It's we'll deny every second of it, obviously, because he doesn't know how to look up shows on other people's channels, so
Exactly.
he'll never see it.
Yeah.
He'll never see it.
yeah. Don Art was stealing my count. So
Yep.
uh,
Oh, by the way, you can leave a super chat. My station.
Well, on
You are
Lloyd's show.
yeah, I wish. No, Art's just a whore. He's whoring for money right now.
Oh, is he?
Yes, Andrew. Tim's comprinter. I'll never forget that when
Yeah,
he
the
was
comprinter.
he was drunk as hell and he was talking about his printer and he's like, "Man, I got the
Yeah.
best comprinter." I was like, "What the hell's a comprinter?"
That's when I got my words mixed up that night too. I'm drying my phone.
Yeah, drawing flame.
That was funny. You actually did it a second time
I
You've
did.
done it
I
twice.
did.
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
a week or two ago. You did it again by accident.
I'm going to make a T-shirt up that. I want to go dry my phone.
Dry my phone. Yeah.
Yep.
That'd be a good T-shirt. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, yeah. I'm gonna
Honestly,
do it.
that's how people come up with their catchphrases. Though they just happen like that,
Yeah.
and then people will make
Yeah.
merch out of that.
Yep. No, I'm going to do that. I've got a couple of T-shirt ideas which I'm going to do, and that'll be one of them. I'm still gonna use the mindset of hugeness on a couple of them
Well, yeah. Yeah.
because that's just
You know,
ridiculous.
I'm hoping maybe I'll get a mat bump by you being on my show.
Yeah.
You know?
Ah.
It means you're going to lose subscribers.
Probably, yeah. See, Jim's got one of my T-shirts.
That's mine. One of mine.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, I don't even have one. I just, and this looks like a blue shirt, but believe it or not, this is a teal green, and I use a green screen, but for some
Yeah.
reason it didn't mess with it. So,
Mm.
Yeah. Right. Okay.
yeah. I thought, I'm going to have to go change shirts. And I brought up my V-Mix and looked at it. I thought, I just need to adjust a little bit here and just change it over. And it turned my teal, it took all the green out and left the blue. So,
I did have Matt's shirt, but I think they took the garbage out already.
Yeah.
I was just having a go at him too last week, Lloyd, because I spent all this money on doing this stuff, and I
right. Yeah.
sent it over to him, in good faith.
He never wears it. Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Never.
Actually,
Never.
Yeah.
we had two of them. My daughter wears one, but it got bleached. It got a few little bleach specks on it. And then the
I
other
don't
one
wear it in-
Sarah wears.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, the bleach. So it fits your daughter.
Thunderbirds.
Yeah, like a nightgown,
Yeah. Right.
like a
okay.
small blanket.
That was good on. It looked good on Chris Waters. You saw what he did with it, didn't you, Lloyd? And he made the T-shirt look a bit bigger, and then because in Da Vinci, 'cause
Yeah,
Da Vinci
yeah,
awesome.
yeah.
He
Yeah.
made it all look huge.
Yeah.
Huge.
It was. But yeah, it fit him like a glove. If that was
Yeah.
in court, OJ Simpson would have been fucking put in jail because that would have fit his hand. No problem.
Oh, God.
Yeah. Well,
It fits.
yeah. Well, they turned around, got him on stealing sports memorabilia. Like, okay,
Yep.
well,
Mhm.
yeah.
It
And
is
the whole
huge.
thing was, he gave all that shit away to hide it so that they wouldn't get it from. And then he turns around and steals it back. Well, why'd you give it to him in the first place? Because, he ends up spending 4 years in jail for stealing his own shit back.
Mhm.
Well, see, you can always
Yeah.
use the OJ line for women if they claim the baby's yours. If it doesn't fit, you must have quit.
I've got enough kids. I don't want. As far as I know, I do not have any unknowns out there. But when I was younger, I probably got around a little more than I should have.
Did you do the DNA thing for Ancestry?
No, I haven't. And that's why I
Oh.
won't, because yeah.
Because Lloyd's
Yeah.
afraid.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that and the fact I may have a bunch of cousins over in Ireland that I didn't know about because my father during the war spent several months over there in training in Ireland, and
Yep.
I don't want to find out. I got half
Oh,
Irish.
they might not be your cousins.
They might. Yeah. Well, I'm thinking the kids. Yeah, my brother and sisters. I don't want any. I got the
Yeah.
one brother. That's all I need right now. My sisters are both gone, but I don't want any of the Irish, kinfolk showing up.
Mm.
Because I figured there's probably 4 or 5 kids over there that are my dad's, because he was a randy old fart.
Yeah, there'd be a lot of kids born in the 40s. Yeah. And,
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah. He was. What the hell was that? Carbon Cage is a database for the NSA. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ancestry.com.
Excuse
Yeah.
me, folks.
Uh-oh.
Coming out
Do it.
again.
Do it. Stand up. Put it close to the mic.
Oh, shit. Whew. It still burns, Lloyd. Still burns.
Yeah. Yeah.
No.
About
Feels
a
like
week.
It feels like I've been playing with chilies. Mm-hmm. Who rubbed the deep heat there, motherfucker?
Yeah. Oh no.
Yeah.
Bit of tiger
Makes you
balm
wonder
down
what
there.
they- It makes you wonder what in the hell they use for the damn, the gel on the camera, to slide it
Yeah,
up
you
there.
use
That
gel.
lube.
Or did they even use anything,
When in
Exactly.
dry. When in dry, the
Yeah.
bar.
Coming in
They
hot.
probably used WD-40 for Matt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Could have been worse. It could have been tiger balm.
Tiger balm. That's not
Yeah.
that's not nice.
Analgesic bomb.
Got to get some cream onto it, I think.
Sorbine Jr., that would have,
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys know what that is or not, but
No.
Sorbine Jr. is a muscle relaxant. You rub it into your muscles, but it gets hot really fast. That was a favorite thing to do to guys, is sneak into their locker, grab their jock strap and fill it full of Sorbine Jr. and they'd get in there and they'd pull it up. And about 3 seconds later, they were on fire.
It doesn't go away either. Yep. I did a
Yeah.
mistake once because I rubbed some deep heat, probably the same sort of stuff.
Yeah,
In
yeah.
the
So,
groin,
Yeah.
right. I was rubbing it in. I thought, I didn't even know if it's going to work. Right. I'm thinking, oh yeah, that's all right. Anyway, and unbeknownst to me at the time, got a little bit on the old nut stack, and I tell you what,
Yep.
if it wasn't fucking old and wrinkly at the start, it was at the end because it was contracting on itself, going, what the
Yeah.
fuck? It was trying to disappear. It was
get away
fuck-
from the burn. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, feel the burn.
You can't wash
Yeah.
it off. You can't wash it off. I was in there scrubbing away
No.
while I'm here. Anyway, but I was scrubbing away.
It's always a while I'm here.
Kill two birds with one stone.
I
Yeah.
took my mind off it for a second.
If you should ever make that mistake
after
again,
a while,
get
you
some-
were relaxed.
yeah. Well, get you some Dawn dishwashing soap because that will cut through the grease that's on that stuff. So it might help.
Mm.
I did degreaser.
Yeah.
Sticking me nuts
Yeah.
into greaser. Oh, yeah. No, wasn't good. It was fucking hot, hey. Jeez, I tell
Dip it
you.
in milk. That gets rid of the heat.
Yep.
Dip it in milk, you reckon?
Mr. Jarrett.
Yeah.
Either this or Dr. Pimple Popper. Yeah. Yeah. We've managed to.
Yeah.
Is there anything we haven't offended somebody by or come up with something offensive, anything more offensive to say?
Oh, give us time.
Lloyd,
Okay,
it does
yeah.
not matter. It really doesn't matter.
Yeah, I've actually had one of my live streams pulled. Here. Yeah, it was about the time, around the same time you got that one of yours on the over at the Three Conservative Gimps. I had one a week after you had those pulled. That one pulled. I had one pulled. So
Uh-oh.
I don't know what in the hell we was talking about. But they said it was against their community guidelines. I'm thinking all the shit that I hear on YouTube, and I said something against community. What the hell,
Big bunch of beautiful bastards. Oh, good on you, mate. Heading off to
Rock
hospital.
All right, you take care. All right, thanks
Take
for
care,
stopping
man.
in, man.
All his colonoscopy talk, he's going to rip up there and say, how do I get me one of these?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's why he's running to the hospital. I got to get one too. They don't
Yeah,
know
but
what the hell they're talking about. Yeah, so,
All the cool kids get one.
yeah,
The Colo channel.
yeah. Oh yeah, this one. Yeah, I did though. I was last week when you were talking about that, man. That's why I didn't come on because I was so busy laughing, and and fortunately Judy was asleep because everyone said, "What are you laughing at?" I said, it's one of the Australian channels I'm watching. Oh, okay. I didn't want to tell her I was laughing my ass off at the colonoscopy jokes because, as I said, she's having one Thursday. She would not have been happy about that.
No.
And fortunately, she also doesn't watch this show, so I don't have to worry about her being pissed at me for making.
Yeah.
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 She's asleep
Oh, you-
too. That also helps.
Hey, Lloyd, I gotta take off.
All right. Yeah, it's
All
about
right.
time for us to end the show anyways. We've gone over
Yeah.
already, so
I think my
thanks for
Yeah,
daughter.
coming
sounds
on,
good.
Justin.
Yeah, my daughter just went to the hospital. I think she has appendicitis. So.
Oh, shit, go take
shit.
care of that. Oh,
All right,
hell
I'll
yeah.
see y'all later.
See
All
ya.
right, you
All
take
right.
care.
Good luck with
All right.
that.
We'll be praying for you.
Yeah, definitely.
Good
Take
luck.
care.
That's weird, man.
Damn.
Because like 4 weeks ago, my daughter exactly the same thing. Straight into hospital, bang, appendicitis.
Really?
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, and if they rupture, oh my God,
Man.
the
Uh,
it can end badly, but even if it just ruptures,
Mm.
there's a lot more involved with it when it happens, and
Mm.
yeah, you get
but
infection.
yeah,
Mhm.
my uncle actually died from that. So
Mm.
Your
Yeah,
dad was
ruptured
Harry
appendix.
Houdini?
what?
Your dad was Harry Houdini?
No, 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 he wasn't. But I don't know. He did escape from a few places. I think a few places should have been kept. But anyway, that's beside it. Anyways,
Oh,
I'm
Brian.
gonna start a new channel for people who really like having a colonoscopy. Within a year, I figure I'll have 2 subs, and I won't be one of. Yeah.
Mm.
Anyways, so well, guys, we've managed to waste an hour and a half of time
Hour
talking
and
about.
a half. Oh, that's
Well
Yeah.
done.
that's a marathon for Lloyd.
Yeah, it is. It is. Yeah. So, well, I started out talking about my 3D printer. That lasted about 30,
Yeah.
30 seconds, and then
And
Is,
then
uh,
straight onto the
uh,
colonoscopies. Yeah.
right, yeah, started
Straight onto
started
the
the
butt
bowling
jokes.
jokes. Yeah, exactly. So.
Mhm.
I appreciate everybody who showed up in the chat and hung out with us, and I appreciate all of you guys for coming on. And Matt, I hope by Saturday you're able to sit comfortably when you do your show. You know?
It's getting a bit antsy at the moment. I really got to get up again.
I figured you were. Yeah. Get the old inflatable donut out.
Yeah, gonna have to
That donut out.
Yeah. So,
put the gun
anyways,
home.
guys, I'm not going to. Peritonitis. That's right, Mark. I'm not going to do the timing or the timer and stuff. I'm just going to say good night. Thanks to everybody who showed up. Everybody, you have a good one. And go over and watch Drone Nation if you want some
Yeah.
intelligent talk. So,